Jai Hind everyone. I am Group Captain Sangeeta Katheth, retired from the Indian Air Force after having served for 21 years in the administrative branch. I took retirement in 2019 and my 21 years as an administrative officer in the Air Force were very challenging, full of excitement. However, the most exciting and challenging tenure that I had in my service was when I was posted to one of the services selection board in the Indian Air Force. While being posted in the selection board, while I used to do assessments as a psychologist, I realized that there were a lot of children who, although had the potential, but were slightly misguided or did not know how to project their true personalities. And that is how they would not be able to do well in spite of having the potential in them. So post my retirement, I thought of converting into and switching over into training, and that is how I am training in Chanakya Academy nowadays. While I was interacting with a lot of students, there were certain myths that I realized that students had, and these myths were very common, wherein a lot of students would ask me this small question as to why are we rejected in the services selection board? What is it that we should do to get selected in the services selection board? So let me first clear the very myth which is about the selection boards, which is that they are there for rejection. No. The name itself, Services Selection Board, signifies that they are sitting there. Their job, primary job, is to select you, not to reject you. Your rejection or your selection is basically on the performance. So the onus of being selected is entirely on your performance. So if you perform well, you will definitely be selected. If you do not perform well, they have no choice but to reject you. So that is the first myth that I wanted to clear. Now the second myth which is there, or the misconception which is there, is that the psychologists are the ones who are the bad ones. Now generally if we are not selected, our GTO went very well, our IO also went very well. However, something would have gone wrong in our psych technique only. Now this happens so because there is a lot of uncertainty which is there. There is a lot of uncertainty since you do not get to meet the psychologist. You have met the IO, you have met the GTO, but you have never interacted with the psychologist. So you tend to blame your entire rejection on the psychologist. So it is not like that. The psychologist will also recommend you if you have performed correctly. If you have shown your true personality, you have equal chances of getting recommended by the psychologist also. So that is the second myth that I wanted to clarify. Now the next question that is asked to me by students is that what is it that we should write so that we are recommended by the psychologist? So let me tell all of you here that changing your responses is not going to help you. Just because somebody has told you if you write like this you will be recommended, it is definitely not going to help you. What is going to help you is to bring a change in your personality so that you are now fit to join the defense forces. So what is it that we need to change? What is it that is our personality? What kind of a personality is required? This is the next question that is asked. So here it is very important for you to understand that you should first know what kind of a person you are. So for this you have to introspect. Once you do a lot of introspection, you will realize what are your strengths as well as what are your weak areas. Now once you have realized what are your strengths, what you need to do is you need to enhance more or enhance further upon your strengths, and you need to improve your weaknesses. Now only you are the best person to identify your strengths as well as your weaknesses if you do your introspection very correctly. So you do your introspection correctly and then identify your areas and thereupon work upon them. If I have to speak in a single word what kind of a person it is required in the SSB, then firstly you have to be a good human being. That is the most important criteria. If you are a good human being, which encompasses, this word good human being encompasses a lot of characteristics. If you are a good human being, a lot of things are taken care of automatically. So try to become a good human being and your personality will definitely improve. Now the next thing that is very important, which it's again a myth which a lot of students ask me, whether should we practice on a psychology test or should we not practice. If we practice, are we going to lose our originality? If we practice, are we going to deteriorate further on our performance, or is it going to improve our performance? So when you go for an examination, any examination, you definitely read about it, you revise it, and thereafter you go for your test, right? So same happens for any kind of testing. Just by saying that if I work or if I practice too much of psychology, my psychology is going to change. No. What are you practicing? How are you practicing? Who has guided you? That is very, very important. It cannot happen that you are practicing, but you're practicing in a wrong direction, and then you later on say that, oh, what happened in my performance, right? So what you need to do, that practice is very, very important. So you need to understand that there are 4 tests which are there in the psychological testing. One after the other, these happen generally on the very first day or the second day. The first test is the thematic perception test, wherein you are supposed to write stories. I will tell in short only. And the second one is a word association test, wherein you are supposed to write around 60 sentences. The third one is a situation reaction test, wherein you are supposed to write the reactions of 60 situations which are given to you. And the last test is called as a self-description test, wherein you write opinions about your parents' opinion, your teacher's opinion, your friend's opinion. Like this, you write about your own self. Now what happens when you practice, because we were talking about whether we should practice or we should not practice. So when you practice, you basically tame your mind, and you have to practice in such a manner that your mind is so rehearsed that any kind of picture that is shown to you or any word that is shown to you, you do not suddenly become blank on the final testing day. So you should practice so much that you should have that kind of a confidence in you that any kind of a picture that is shown to you, you will be able to write a good imaginative story. Likewise, any word shown to you, you should be able to write a very good level of sentence about it. Similarly, your situation should also be correct. So this will happen only with practice. You have to practice. Now once you practice, you have to remember one thing. Practice does not mean copying. It should not happen that you read a book, or you see a particular site, you see what are the stories. There are certain sites where a lot of stories are written, and they also say that, okay, this is the ideal story. So you study, you read that story, and then in the practice you copy it down. So copying is not going to help you. The most important thing that you have to remember in the psych test is that you should maintain your originality. Originality is very important. So it is basically a test of your imagination. You have to be imaginative, you have to be original, you have to be spontaneous. When I say spontaneous, it means any kind of picture that is shown to you, any word that is shown to you, even if you have not seen that picture earlier, you should be able to write a good story revolving around that picture. So these are few tips that I would like to give you. Firstly, as I said, do not change your responses, be original, do not copy anywhere, remove all the myths, all the misconceptions that are there in your mind in regards to the psychologist. As such, they are not bad people, okay? And practice. The more you practice, as is a common saying, the more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. So the more you practice, the more you will be prepared for your test on the final day. I am currently training in Chanakya Academy, and as a psychologist here, there's a complete team of assessors who are very experienced and professional. And the training here in Chanakya is basically trying to give you a holistic development of your personality. So that is what the objective is, not to put words in your mouth or not to tell you to copy. The objective here is to give a holistic development of your personality, so that when you go for your SSB, you can put your best foot forward, you can project your true personality, so that your chances of selection are much, much higher. So with this, I would like to wish all the students who are preparing for the defense or who are the defense aspirants very, very best of luck. Work hard, prepare hard, focus towards your goals. That is very, very important. Don't give up in life. Continue trying, have an objective very clear, and work towards that objective, so that you will definitely be able to achieve your goals. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Jai Hind.